Hello all. So, beautiful day today. Completely gray, foggy, no drizzle. 57 degrees. It feels much warmer than that though. But I'm not talking about the weather again today. Let's move down there. See if we can't get something else more interesting to talk about than whether the gray is today or tomorrow. A little humid and hot all of a sudden. So a new UN report out. Yet another report, another study of environmental disaster waiting to happen. According to their new report, the ecosystem is deteriorating very rapidly, speeding up day by day. We're seeing that 1 million species are headed for extinction. One of the biggest problems why we're losing diversity so quickly, the animal life, is because of ever-expanding livestock and crop production. In other words, we're killing our planet by eating meat. I'm not kidding you. We really are. This isn't just something I don't like meat. It's because we're killing the planet. Crop production, fruits and vegetables and wheat and all that needs to move indoors in the city, reclaiming old derelict lands. We could put so much in each city and town and grow our food right next door. It's one of those things that absolutely needs to happen according to the UN report. The production of meat has doubled since 1980s. The UN says that the leaders of the world have to take immediate action to stave off complete extinction of the planet. So today around the world is the climate strike. Looks like we've got some people turning out. That's very good. Thank you for that. So one other thing the report says is that the coastal communities need to start planning on what they're going to do, because by 2100, according to this report, we're going to see 6.5 feet or 1.89 meters of sea level rise, which will cause massive devastation in the low-lying areas around the coastal communities, including the San Francisco Bay Area. So there's many really bad things that's happening from our leaders around the world. I made a small list of the most important ones. The world is so overpopulated. The numbers right now for overpopulation of humans is 7,700,000,000, on and on and on. In other words, we're no longer at 7.6, we're now at 7.7 and climbing rapidly. Population is still exploding. So that's something you can do. Adopt children. It's really quite important to adopt children. They need a home. And if you need children without birthing one, there you go. Another problem is the rejection of science for making environmental decisions. That's because if you use science, you can't do about 3/4 of the things that we do now in the way of production of product and the way we raise our food and we eat. We eat too high on the hog. This planet cannot sustain meat eating. And of course, war. Our leaders still think that war is still prevalent when really it's obsolete and has no purpose. You can't have a nuclear war and survive it. Where are you going to grow your food? One of the most important things is Theresa May over in the UK resigning. The only thing that leader could do failed. She just put everything into one project and that was it. She's a 100% failure. That's where she looks like this. I actually did feel sorry for her for a couple of seconds when I first saw the picture. But I'm afraid that the right-wingers have no place on this planet. Maybe you belong on a bigger planet where you can waste more. But on planet Earth, we don't have any room for right-wing nutheads like Theresa May and the Orange Man and many other kooks that run our planet. Unfortunately, I don't know how we're going to change things. We can't seem to elect the right leaders. All the nuts are the only ones that run. Today here in the U.S., the Orange Man said that Nancy Pelosi, Leader of the House, was nuts. The person who has extreme dementia and many other mental problems is calling Nancy Pelosi insane. Nancy dear, how long are you going to wait before you start the impeachment inquiry? You know, get this thing going. You say, well, the Senate will never vote it in. That's what they said about Watergate. But they did vote it in. Because once the facts are out, and it's so plain and obvious this guy is a crook and a thug, and that many of the people in our government are part of this whole thing. And now our government is investigating the FBI for investigating the Russia link? That's crazy. We are insanely crazy right now. We're in times of absolute, utter collapse here in the U.S. And our planet is going through a complete change. So if you get to vote again, make sure you study who you vote for. And make sure you stop trying to eat so much meat. Go lighter on the meat and heavier on the vegetarian side. Learn how to do it. It's our only choice. So this is the weekend that people leave. Here in the U.S., they go out and they get drunk and have barbecues and camp and enjoy nature somewhat. Maybe while you're out there, enjoy it and notice how much it's degraded. Take a little bit closer look. I'm feeling a little less optimistic than I was just a week ago, and a month before that, and a year before that, and 10 years before that. I keep going downhill in optimism. Because it doesn't seem like anybody wants to really do anything. In the U.S. it should be streets are filled, but I look around, nobody cares about anything but this. Really, this is so addictive right now. People put it in their pocket, 10 seconds later it's back out in front of their face. It's back in their pocket, and it's back out in their face. That's addiction, guys. If you're doing that, that's complete addiction. Know what you got yourself into. You have fallen for the trap of the addiction so that you're not paying attention. I definitely appreciate all the ups and the downs and the new subscribers. And every night I listen to what is happening here in the U.S. and around the world, the more depressed I get. You guys can give me some encouragement comments in the comments section. I did make a comment the other day, which screwed it up, but make the comments anyway. Till next time. Oh, and thanks for the new subscribers.